Renee Johnson. Thank you. Hey, 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 hey. I'm Miss Nicole Tyler, the ruler. Hey, Chopper. Oh, you say no. Where y'all at this morning? Where y'all at this morning? Hey, Fawn, Regina. Okay. Y'all, it's a lot going on in the YouTube streets, y'all. I am your host, Miss Nicole Tyler. Let me play this other track for y'all. Y'all know I've been doing music for a long time. People have sent me so many tracks that I have not used. That's one of the tracks that I just couldn't, y'all know, I just could not feel nothing on that track. I like the music, but I just couldn't, nothing came out, right? So I like, y'all like that? Give me some, y'all like that track I'm playing? All right, this is another one of my tracks, y'all. I call it Lock and Loaded. We got to be locked and loaded on this live today, y'all. Y'all like this track? I call it Lock and Loaded, y'all. That's why I got on this hat. Lock and Loaded, y'all. Lock and Loaded, y'all. Lock and Loaded, y'all. Hey, Sean. He said you want that track. You can have it. I can't write to it. This is another one of my tracks, y'all. Hey, y'all, I had started working on this track, right, y'all? Because look, the song was about a married man cheating, right? That's why I call it Lock and Loaded, because he comes work cheating on me. Lock and Loaded, all right? The words I had for it was off the chain, but I just never recorded the song, y'all. Y'all hear that gun in the back? That gun in the back. Because I wasn't messing around when I chose this track right here, y'all. I wasn't messing around. Lock and Loaded, y'all. Sean, I got you. I got you, Sean. One more track, y'all. One more track. This is called Good Days and Bad Days, y'all. Thank you. Good days, bad days. Come on, y'all. Hey, 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 hey. This one is called Good Days and Bad Days. I already wrote the song for it. I just ain't recorded it. Good Sunday morning to everybody, y'all. What's going on with everybody? What's going on in the YouTube streets? Let me play a little bit of Miss Howdy Snowfly, what she had to say about the situation.
Women is just fucking light skinned and ain't even mixed. But fuck all that. What y'all gotta realize is that we are American women. We are the women that made it.
Let me play a little bit of Howdy Snowfly and what she's feeling on this whole German lady situation. Now, if you all don't know, German lady appeared on the Mess Express. Okay, she was on that show maybe 3 or 4 times. Now, I don't know if she is becoming one of the conductors, but she was on that show, and it got Olivia the Oracle. It got Kwani pissed off, and Howdy Snowfly. All of these women are saying, hell no, no to the hell. We can't have that today. And it's not going down like that. We're not playing no games, okay?
The woman who had to sit in there and sleep with the slave master. Whatever the case may be, we are not free Americans. We can fuck who we want because we want to, not because we have to anymore. Do you know how many women slept with the slave master so that your grandmother wouldn't get her ass beat out there picking cotton? Okay, everybody is worth it. Everybody played a part in the freedom of African Americans. We all suffered and played a part. But I'll be damned if we're going to let this Nazi bitch say she going to chop a bitch up. And we just going to say, oh, it's cool. Girl, they overreacting. Girl, they always do that. That's the motherfucking problem. You know, I'm yet to find a clique of African Americans that mean what the fuck they say and say what the fuck they mean. It's always bullshit in the game. Always. You know, Susan, I had hopes for you. I used to believe in you. I used to sit back and say, you know, she a little nutty, but she gonna go far. You're not going to go far. You're not. You are a dirtbag. You are a loser type of bitch. It might be because of what you're going through, but bitch, you're grown now. It might be because of what you went through, but bitch, you grown now. I'm very disappointed in you. You are the type of bitch that I don't even want to know no more. I wish I wasn't even on your channel. I wish I had never interviewed with you. You are sick and demonic. You are so upset with Miss Olivia that you want to find some way to bring her down, to challenge her blackness, to go against the queen of our sector.
What's going on? Can y'all hear out there? Somebody saying, Nicole, check your phone. Can y'all hear out there? Give me a one if you can hear.
Sector. You know what we do, African American women? We take a woman like Mona Simone, a brain, highly intelligent, dark skin, beautiful. Everything that y'all say that y'all want to fit this criteria that's going to make it okay. And this woman still has got criticized so much that she ended up in a mental hospital.
Thank
and then when
y'all.
she came and told you what it was, she got laughed at. She got turned against. And her platform, y'all just destroyed that lady. You gave her no other chance. And then we're going to bring the German lady in. We ain't going to forgive Mona, the brain. A black woman, dark-skinned black woman, went to college, highly educated. I would be crazy too if I was Mona. If I went and did everything that I thought I was supposed to do to get love from my people, and they still keep turning their back on me. We ain't
All right, y'all. That was Miss Heidi Snowfly. Now, Heidi Snowfly spoke very passionately about how she was feeling about Susie Cordone, aka VS of Tscc, head leader of the cult. And she spoke very passionately. And she spoke very passionately about having German lady on her platform and how this sector turned against Mona Simone. If you all listen to Heidi Snowfly's live, she also discussed when she looks at German lady, she sees Hitler. Now, I felt that to my bone. When she said that, I said, well, damn, because I did not go in depth in my feelings with that whole situation. And it just brought back to me how the German Nazis, we know that what they did as far as the Holocaust and what they did to Jewish people, but they also went to Congo, Africa. And a lot of people it may not be Congo. I may have my details a little wrong. Y'all put them in the chat if I'm wrong. But they did go to Africa and they killed many Africans too. They killed a lot of Africans, you all, and that is in books and it's online and everywhere. And you can look this up. You can Google it, how they also killed Africans as well. So but they don't never talk about what they did to African people. They always talk about what they did in the Holocaust to the Jewish people. And, they have all the memorials and we have all that going on as far as we memorialize. And, people get so very upset when we talk about what they went through and we can't even really discuss it online. I hope I get paid for my video, so I'm not going to keep talking about it too much as far as what they went through. But when we talk about what we went through in this country as African Americans, oh my God, nobody wants to talk about it when we are still living and breathing in this damn right here America. Now, I have nothing against America, because my people, they built this country up. People still texting me. Okay, we built this country up. We even built the White House. Our inventions were stolen. Our people were sold. Even when they got here to America, families was dispersed or I hope I'm saying separated if I'm saying the wrong word. We had so much stuff going on with our people here in America that when we talk about what happened to us, no one wants to hear about it. So with this brought out in Heidi Snowfly, when she looked at German lady, she saw Nazis, she saw murder, she saw what they have done to the Jews and also what they did to our people. She also talked about how what our people turned our back on another sister. We turned our back on Mona Simone. Yes, we all know Mona Simone got some damn issues. We all got issues. But some of us have tore this lady's platform apart. And we don't even, and in the chat, you'll see rest in peace. We don't want to talk about Mona, but yet we want to entertain German lady. So we have to get our priorities in straight, and we got to get our priorities together, people, so that we can not throw out our own people away if they can be helped. Okay. And what we can't do is allow somebody else to come inside from a whole nother country to tear apart what we have in this sector. Okay, this person have admitted, Miss German lady has admitted that she don't know too much about our culture. She don't know any black people. She just know what she sees on YouTube. So in a way, she have rattled up a lot of people's nerves because it is true that they used to put our people in cages, you all. They used to look at our teeth and look at our eyes and turn the women around, look at our breath, turn around, look at our butt. look at our behinds, and look at all, they made people look at us like we were animals. So what it did, you all, it brought that memory back to us, how they used to, when they bring us to America, people are looking at us like we are show people, like we are show horses, like we are their entertainment. Okay, so it brought that out of people, you all. So Hattie Snowfly is very pissed off. She's very pissed off at what her ancestors have left in her DNA. Okay, and I also have that in my DNA. So that's why I get so pissed off about it. It's not like I want to go around and being triggered and pissed off about things. It's just that this is what my ancestors passed down to me. Okay, you all. So I hope I have some beautiful people out there in my chat today. Y'all put some hearts and roses in my chat. I'm hoping that you all are feeling what I'm feeling right here. This is not an angry live, you all. We are here to learn. We are here to have a communication, to conversate, and also for you all to take something out, education. You all can go on your platforms. If we have any people in the house, GL is winning. She's a woman platform. If we have anybody in the house who are content creators, I did see Nyla Williams, Naya Williams. We had a Chopper in the house. I also saw Hottie. I also saw Sean Bradley in the house. If we have other people in the house that want to continue on the conversation, that'll be great, because each of us, all of our ancestors who are from America, they have the same DNA that I have. They may have come from slavery, like my ancestors have come from slavery. My mom is still alive today, y'all, and my mom picked cotton. So I feel it very strongly in my blood. Okay, you all. So how does this make you all feel? And also, VS wants to when I have the phone line set up, if anybody wants to call, the number is 804, and I'm not going to have the banner because I didn't even prepare that far ahead, you all. But the number is 804-528-7766. So let me go ahead on and write that in the chat. If you all don't remember the number, it's 804 528 7766. If you all want to would like to call in to talk about this matter. Now, how are you all feeling as far as Olivia the Oracle and VS Susie Cordone? How are you all feeling with that? Susie Cordone is calling out a challenge to Olivia. Now, I'm not very sure if she's calling out a challenge for German lady to join them in this debate, because Olivia goes by, and she, from what I'm hearing, or allegedly, I don't know, she came from the conscious community sector here on YouTube. So she has put some of her education or learning or regurgitation, whatever you want to call it, on her channel, and she does have a good amount of subscribers over there to listen to her. So what sparked this off, Olivia? Why are you so upset now? I did go on your channel the other night, and all I heard was a lot of profanity and curse words. And I did see you in VS's chat that night, and I saw that you were talking about German ladies saying Germans don't like black people and things like that. Why are you upset? Are you upset because VS had German lady on her show? You weren't able to get your point across. I don't know if you were blocked. I'm hearing that you were blocked, and I'm hearing that you were not blocked. I don't know which one it is. Why are you very upset? Get your point across. Why are you upset? Did German lady bring out something in you that make you go back in your history as far as your DNA and your ancestors and make you upset? Because what I did see is you said that German people do not like black people. Somebody said she should not waste her time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She should not waste her time. Somebody said that you're saying that Olivia the Oracle shouldn't waste her time. Okay, we also had Kwani. Kwani was very, very, very upset. Kwani then made about 4 or 5 videos speaking on Duchess Kelly Love, speaking on VS Susie Cordone, speaking on German lady, speaking on Olivia. Kwani is very, very upset. She is saying that she came out, and a lot of people did hear this, that she disrespected Bless Watkins. Okay, what I gathered from Hottie Snowfly saying that that German lady disrespected Bless Watkins, and I guess they were roasting and gagging. So you all, we have to ask each other. We have to ask, when does roasting and gagging goes too far when it comes to race? Because we know we've been roasting and gagging each other since I've been on here for a damn year. Okay, it has led to doxing. Doxing is very bad. And one of the teams that is responsible for doxing is Tscc. So when does doxing go too far? All right, we have a caller. Hello, this is Nicole Tyler. How can I help you? I mean, speak your piece. Let's see. Hello, how can I help you? Is everything all right?
Yes, everything is good. Good morning.
Good morning. Let me see if why my speaker is not picking you up. Can you hear me? Okay, I don't know. I gotta.
You're fine on my end.
Okay, I gotta do something with my speakers not working, but that's all right. I'll work on it after you speak your piece. What's going on? How are you feeling about this topic today? German lady, Olivia the Oracle, VS, and Kwani. Also, Heidi Snowfly has come out to voice her opinion. She's pissed off. It reminds her of the Nazis when she see German lady. How do you feel?
So first, let's knock Heidi Snowfly out the box. Heidi, you can't stand on anything dealing with any type of being conscious. You just out the box, sweetheart. And it's not because you married or you go with a white guy. You can't speak for our people, period. Heidi, and my thing is, Heidi, didn't she say she was leaving this sector? So I can't take her serious, period. So, I mean, just knock her out the box. As far as Kwani gets in her rants. So I can't take Kwani serious. You see what I'm saying? I cannot take these two people serious. Now, as far as Miss Olivia and VS having a healthy debate, I'm game for it. I would love to see that. A healthy debate, I would love to see that. As far as German lady, she's a foreigner. So how can you even get upset about someone explaining what she went through in her life? She wasn't a part of the Nazis. We weren't a part of slavery.
Hold on, caller. Hold on, caller. No, let me put you on my speaker. I don't have you hooked up. Hold on. I was wondering why I couldn't hear you. Hold on. I had the wrong cord, y'all. Hold on, beauty. Hold on, audience. I'm coming. I had a different cord. Okay, say something, caller.
Okay, what I stated was.
Please forgive me, y'all. Can you say that again? Not all of it, because I understood it. But say it again, and what you were saying.
This is what I basically said.
Sorry, y'all.
No one can take Heidi Fly serious, period. Knock her out the box. There is no way I can take Heidi Snowfly serious. Wasn't she supposed to leave the sector? So at the end of the day, she has too many emotional problems. She goes where the wind is blowing. 1 minute she's this, she hates that person. She throw her all the way. I can't deal with Heidi. As far as Kwani has too many rants. See, you're dealing with people with emotional issues. So knock those out the box. These are people that just want to be heard and relevant. So I can't take these people serious. Now, as far as Miss Olivia and BS having a debate, that's a great thing. That's a healthy debate. And when you're talking about the conscious community, you can't leave out anything like that. See, my one thing about it, my parents were definitely advocates of anything dealing with dealing with anything dealing with the Black Lives Matter. So as far as hearing two other people just rant, I can't do it. I can't take Heidi serious, period. And it's not because she's married or go with the white. I just can't take her serious. So, like I said, she goes where the wind blows. Not at all. We talking about an ex stripper. So I mean, debunk everything that she says. As far as Kwani,
let me ask you a question. Because we'll have a dialogue. A conversation. Okay. Do you think that Heidi is feeling is you don't think that it's warranted? That just because you said
no.
Do you think that she's feeling this for real?
No, I'm being very serious. Heidi couldn't tell me how to go pick apples. I'm just being honest. There's no way I can take a person like Heidi serious. It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And then,
think about how many people actually do not like Heidi. As far as speaking of
Carla,
speaking of
remember?
anything, I'm talking about speaking as far as a black and white thing.
But Carla, we can't throw, but we still don't throw our people away. That's the main thing. Is even if
she threw her people away.
But why? Well, why do you think that? When I don't feel that way. But why do you believe that?
That's a different issue. Why I feel the way I feel about
okay,
Heidi.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not even going to exploit that because my thing is, it's hard for me to take a stripper serious. Period. That's just how that goes. As far as
the strippers are people too.
Corny just gets in rants. You know, Corny wasn't even over at Miss Olivia thing until she did her interview. So I cannot take these people serious. They go where the wind blows. 1 minute she's a Sean fan, the next minute she's a Sean hater. Next minute she's a 5A fan, next minute she's a hater. Now she's back friend. So I can't take these people serious.
But guess what, Carla? But that's what Carla. Now what you're doing, you're mixing in what somebody's doing on YouTube for their job. Okay, but we're talking about. Hold on, let me say my part.
Does Heidi know if German Lady is a Nazi? See, you can't just throw things out there in the atmosphere and think people are going to pick it up and run with. People are going to run with that.
But that ain't what I said. What I said that.
Do you think German Lady is a Nazi, Nicole?
But hold on, it's not what I'm thinking. It's just that.
No, I'm saying because when you put that out in the atmosphere, then we know about slavery. We don't know about slavery. Our ancestors know about slavery. Only thing we know is what was written and what was told to us.
But what I'm saying,
you know how many white people help blacks escape on the Underground Railroad?
Well, yes, I do know.
Do you know how many white people actually help blacks to be free, to move up north? Do you know? So when you start talking about being conscious, people need to understand being conscious is not just throwing something out there to sound good. You can't.
But hold on, that ain't what we. That is not. Hold on. That was not the premise. Hold on, Carla. What I said was when Heidi looked at German Lady, that is what she saw. And what we know about Germany, what we know about the history of Hitler, what we know about that. And I also said that what happened with the Holocaust, and I don't want to keep bringing that up. What I said when we talk about Germany, German Lady, this is what she has in her history. It's all in all of the history books. So I think that what Heidi said was warranted, whether you feel, she's a stripper or whatever, all these things you were saying about her. None of those things has anything to do with the German Lady, Germany, Holocaust, murdering Africans and all of those things. Nothing you said. You say you can't take that seriously, but you can. But hold on. But you can also.
German Lady, hold on. The one with the shotgun going to go get the Africans.
Hold on,
ma'am. You can't just put a narrative. You guys are changing the narrative.
No, we're not.
You can't change the narrative.
Listen to me.
All she stated was she doesn't.
But what I'm saying is, you can always go back and look at German, and look at their history in history books. Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's already in history books. You have the Holocaust and all this stuff is everywhere being talked about. Okay, that is what I'm saying. I'm not changing the narrative, ma'am. What I'm saying is what I played a little bit of what Heidi talked about.
In a sense, Nicole, you really are, because now you have a person like Heidi Fly saying, she was they're Nazis. I mean, come on. German Lady is someone that is silly, that's in the comments. I don't take German Lady serious. This is not a person I take serious. You understand? My husband is German, so you can't say that. My husband was born in Germany, so you can't say those type of things.
That's because you're really close. You're close to the subject and the matter, as far as German husband. But it is a truth and a fact that if you look at Germany and German history, that is what I'm talking to you about, the history of these people that has been romanticized.
This is the problem what I see.
The history books all over the world.
This is the problem what I see, Nicole.
That is what I'm telling you.
People are trying to divide. People are trying to divide. We call Heidi a bad. Y'all call Heidi a bad witch.
Not me. I've never said that.
People call her a bad witch because she goes with a white guy. I don't care who Heidi lays her little butt with. That's not my fight nor my struggle. Only thing I'm saying is You can't change the narrative. Only thing the young lady VS and Miss Olivia need to do is have a healthy debate. No, you don't have to bring in German lady because German lady is not from America. So therefore, how can she even debate? Now she can debate about her being right if that's what you want to do about Germany, but she knows nothing about America. So there's no way I would bring a German lady on for a debate. Now, if you talking about toe to toe, talking about conscious, I believe Miss Oracle,
Okay,
Miss
well
Olivia
let me. Well, that was somebody sent me a good
with.
point. Let me ask you, how did you feel when German lady participated in doing the John Gacy challenge against our YouTube content creator in our sector, Sean Bradley?
I didn't see that. See, I'm not that invested.
Well, let me tell you, well, she participated in that. She participated in that.
But the thing is, I'm not that invested in YouTubers' lives to watch every video.
Okay.
That's something that you guys probably do because you're content
I'm asking
creators.
you a question now, but I'm just telling you, this is what German lady did. She participated in that. She did the John Gacy challenge, and you know John Gacy is a known
she probably doesn't
murderer
know who the hell John Gacy
kids.
is.
And
so you got to understand where it comes from. She probably doesn't even know who that is. She probably doesn't even know.
But why would you participate in a challenge? Why would you participate? How is she gonna participate in a challenge if she don't know what the person is? And these people are saying somebody is a daggone pedophile.
Miss Olivia, do you know who the president of Germany is?
I don't know too much about Germany now.
Frank Steinmeier. All I'm saying to you is you can't just throw things out there and not know.
Do you think that you are too close to the subject because you are married to a German? Maybe that's why you are biased. I think that's why I think you're biased.
All I'm saying is if you guys are gonna talk about anything, no facts. I don't care about her doing some type of contest. The lady is not even from here, so she probably didn't even know who the hell John Gacy is. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, they just left.
Just like you didn't know who the president is.
But I'm not exploiting Germany. I'm not on here clowning people, and I'm not on here doing John Gacy challenges. I'm not on here in a black sector when I'm a German and white, and they have a history.
But what does that have to do with anything? So what? She can't be over here because she's from Germany. She can't be in the sector because that sounds prejudice. Okay, Miss Nicole.
What I'm saying,
blessed Sunday.
Well, you have a blessed Sunday. Well, thank you. Hold on. Let me take that. It's not prejudice. Hello, this is Nicole. Speak your piece.
Hey, so how are you?
Hey.
What was the original question? Because that last caller just threw it all to hell.
It's so many. What I was saying about as far as Heidi's commentary, because I played some of Heidi's commentary, is that when the German lady came on, was a guest on VS's channel, and a lot of people got pissed off because German lady and Bless Watkins, they went back and forth. And people felt that German lady disrespected Bless Watkins, and that she allegedly being racist. I'm not gonna say she is racist. I don't know if she's being racist. People are saying that she is being racist. And Heidi's commentary, Heidi brought up the fact that when she thinks of German lady, when she thinks of Germany, she thinks of Hitler. Okay, and she showed a picture of Hitler and how we need to stick together, and how people are really going for being on German lady's side, but yet they threw Mona Simone in the trash. Okay, so that is some of the premise of the show.
Yeah, I did see Heidi's commentary. You just wanted comments. This is my thing about the German lady. I don't know if she necessarily says racist things. I said this the other day on another channel. I don't know if she necessarily says racist things, but she definitely says things that make her come across as an elitist or superior to others.
Okay, now what have she said? You've heard her say things. What have she said?
What has she said?
Or paraphrase it.
Oh, okay. Well, number one, she says, I'm ignorant to the community. I want to learn, but I'm not changing. I'm not going to stop roasting. I'm not going to stop doing. That is an elitist. That is an elitist statement. It's an elitist mindset.
Okay.
I mean, I'm telling you what I'm sensitive about. I'm telling you what I have a problem with. You're saying you want to learn about me. You want to learn what triggers me, what makes me happy, what makes me unhappy. I tell you what it is. You say, well, I'm not changing. That what does that mean? How I mean, what does that say? And the thing about it is, like you mentioned earlier about how Germany went over to Africa, brought us over, did a lot of things. They enslaved us, they massacred us. They also, experimented on us and things of that nature. It's not her fault. That last call talked about not being back in slavery, and I hate when people say that kind of stuff. Well, we weren't back in slavery. We weren't the slaves. The white people today weren't the slaves. They may not be, but the tradition and the behavior that is innate in them has been carried down through centuries.
Thank you, ma'am. Hold on. Let me say this. Because I agree with you, because like I started off in the show, I was telling you all, it's in our DNA. Our ancestors are with us, they're around us, and it's in our DNA to react sometimes and to be emotional sometimes when it comes to our ancestors that dealt with slavery. Okay, ma'am. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that.
No, you're absolutely right. Just the way that even like, so I'm in the DC area, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And the way that white people through the centuries, and through history have decided that, I want to live in an area, and they take over. That's just their nature. Now, to look at that today, this goes back to the caller saying, things were different with slavery. No. When you look at stuff today, they're doing the same thing because, like I said, I'm right here in the area where Howard University is. Those people are treating Howard University's campus like a dog park.
I've heard that.
They're having their picnics. They're going there with their dogs playing frisbee. They're walking their dogs on the campus. You don't go anywhere else. No black person is going to a white campus. No group of black people. No black people can move into a neighborhood of a white school and then start just living on the campus like it's theirs. And when they were approached and said, and it was said to them, hey, this is a campus. This is not a park. This is where we come to get educated. They said, if you don't like that we live around here and that we're going to use your campus, you move. Literally, the guy said, you move. You need to accept us. This is our school now. That is historically an elitist mentality. It may not be racist, but it's an elitist and a superior mentality. So people can't say today that that's not the case. Here's another thing I have a problem with the German lady. I don't feel, when we were talking about asking her questions about the African American experience, she doesn't know that. And the fact that we keep calling black people African American already mixes the bag for her, because African Americans are, blacks and African Americans are different. There's blacks everywhere. But when we add American on it, if she's never been here, she don't know the Black American experience. Right. So we ask her opinion on that. My problem with that is if I go to any country in the world, they should be able to tell me their history and their experience and the historical, aesthetic, and systematic experience of blacks in that country. She acts like she didn't know anything about blacks in the country. And then we go back and do our own research and realize that Hitler's been doing all these things to all black people in the country. How do you not know that there's an issue with black people in the country? That's just crazy. And I'm telling you, if you go outside now to Nicole and you tap a first white person on the street and ask them, that lives here, and ask them about whites and blacks in America, they can tell you about slavery.
Right.
Even whether
that's true.
Whether that's their family's deal, whether they feel that way about blacks and whites or not, they can tell you about it. So the fact that she acts like racism doesn't exist in Germany and she had never heard anything of it is not true. And that's my thing about it. Like, if you're gonna have a debate and talk about the black experience or your experience with black people, then have it and have a real one.
Okay, now German lady, you are in the chat. Are you listening to this caller? Do you know anything about the black experience? Because black people over here, we have so many names. We have African American, we have black, we have colored, people of color, Negro, Negroid. We have all those names. So we go by so many different names here in America. Now she is saying that in Germany is racism there as well, but you said that's not true. Now I definitely don't believe that. So German lady, are you saying, did you not want to have the discussion? Is that why you said no, we don't have that there? I don't know anything about that and there or in America. Did you say that? Did you allude to that, German lady?
That's exactly what she said. She said, you guys are bashing me for white Americans. White Americans messed y'all up, not European Americans. That was her exact words.
Oh no,
and then we go back,
European American. What? Yeah, she don't know the history. We have, I'm reading, this is her comment. We have mostly African in Germany, American black only in military based cities. But that doesn't, do you know still know history? Do you know the history of Germany? German lady? I'm talking to German lady because I'm reading her comment. Yes.
Nicole.
Yes.
We're all black. We're all black from Africa who were moved to other countries. So we're black Americans, they're black Germans. We're all black. So when she keeps saying we have Africans, okay, we're African. We just have been given American as the rest of the title. So they're African Germans. She don't associate with them. And she even said, oh, I had black Africans growing up. What's the difference between, I know over here we have a difference in Africans just because some Africans come straight from there after a certain amount of years and didn't come straight over here, due to slavery. But if she's saying that that's the same case there, that none of those African people existed 400 years ago, so they're not black, just happen to be German Americans the same way black Americans.
So hold on, German lady.
We're black Americans.
Hold on, German lady said I was born in the 80s, not during World War II. But I was born in the 70s, and I still know some of my history, and even the history that they lied to me about. It was my responsibility to learn most of my education and learning about my history online in books. And on the internet, on YouTube, it's still books out there for you to learn. It is your fault if you don't know about the people who you are roasting and gagging.
Hello. And let me go back and let me move on to talking about.
I mean, I'm not upset with you, German lady, but I'm just saying that you still have a responsibility to know about these people. Now, the way I'm getting it is you don't know many black people except the people who you roast and gag on YouTube in our sector. Is that true, German lady?
Yes.
That you don't know no black people, you only know African people, which Germans have done things to them. And the only black people you know are the people who you roast and gag and call two-faced and all of this stuff. And German lady, I read a comment. You said that you defended me. Thank you for defending me. I'm just going to say thank you because people think if you defend somebody on YouTube, oh, that means I got to hail you and put you up above me and think of you as a queen because you defended me. Now, we're not going to play no defending game on this channel right here because other people have come out, oh, I defended you. I defended you. Well, thank you. Thank you for defending me. And I'm not mad with you. We're just going to have this discussion. And first of all, and second, third, 10th of all, if you've been a part of this sector, roasting and gagging and being on African American, black, colored, people of color shows, you know that this is a topic. It's a hot topic, and we're going to talk about it. And you knew that when you went on VS's show. So don't come on my channel and act like, oh, fake outrage. Oh, I can't believe this. Yeah, you knew it was going to go down like this. And VS knew it was going to go down like this because she had this mama sniffing and sipping on her ass. And she knew that she was scared to death of them. And that's why she brought you on, because she wants to draw attention away from what's going on with her about her being a damn scaredy cat. I said it. And she brought you on to change the whole damn narrative. And now you sitting up here, can't believe we're having this discussion. This is a damn good discussion, and you need to just own it and stand in it. And what else you can do is learn some damn history about the people you are roasting and gagging.
Nicole.
Yes, Nicole. Yes, ma'am. I'm serious. Yes. I'm not mad with you. I'm not mad with you, German lady. Yes, ma'am.
Somebody in the comment named Amalia said, so black can roast white but black can't be on the receiving end. I want her to please point out the channel and the community, because I would love to go over there and watch where black people are in the white sector roasting them. Please post it.
Find that.
Post it for me. I will go over there.
I've never done that. I've never done that.
Let me talk to you. I'm not a mukbang person, but I can't go over there and fat shame them people. That's not my community. I don't understand why they're doing it. It grosses me out to see them eating all the time. But I can't go over there and cut up and think they're going to say, oh, well, she's okay for staying over here. I don't understand the concept of the whole community. So if Amalia could point out the channel where we have gone over there and roasted white people, where she see black people mocking and mimicking white people.
Right.
And cussing out and making disparaging remarks against the white people, please post it, y'all, because I will go right over
Yeah,
there and watch
post
it.
that. I don't think.
A lot of times you post it.
I don't think that we do that.
We don't do it. And you know, so I need her to post it if she see it. Otherwise, she can quit talking about whether blacks and whites can roast. You can roast where you want to roast in your own community. You don't come in here talking about me. And if you don't understand the concept of family, that is a problem in your life. Because we can't go in any field house and disrespect their family members, and that's just how it is. I got family members can't stand each other, but you ain't about to come in here and talk about them. They barely let me talk about it because I'm the cousin and not the brother and the sister. So you're not about to come in here and talk about the people in the family. It's just not. It's not cool. And let me just say this.
Okay.
It's a lot of people out there. That's going back to Heidi. I think Heidi's a crack box myself, but she's hilarious to me. And she goes back and forth. But her feelings on her experiences are valid.
That's right. That's what I was pointing out.
Because she was a stripper, to just negate how she feels about life. As a matter of fact, she stripped in white gloves. I'm sure she learned a lot about how white people feel about us. So just to say that her feelings are valid, I thought Kwani sounded very intelligent when she was talking about how she feels about it. Kwani just throws a lot of cuss words in, and Kwani gets passionate about a lot of different topics, which is why I think people want to kind of dismiss what she's saying. But even then, she says things that sound credible to me. I don't.
She sounds credible to me. I think her feelings are warranted. How she feels is warranted. But I feel to take it back to the German lady, I feel that she's just very ignorant, and you know, and it's not being. I'm not putting her down by saying she's ignorant. I'm saying she is ignorant because she has not studied, and she do not know no history. And if she knows history, she's playing like she don't know history. She doesn't want to have the discussion. She wants us to not remember what her country did to a lot of other people on different continents. And then she just want to this is entertainment. Everything we have had Rita and her family. We have had other people in their family. We have talked about doxing, people driving to people's neighborhoods. You didn't talk about people's teeth, and it's entertainment, German lady. But when we start digging into you and finding out about you, all of a sudden, it's fake outrage against me. And when we start bringing out how you really are ignorant to our plight and what we really have going on, when things just looking at you and things that you are saying wake up something in us. Because we can't help our DNA. We can't help our DNA. We can't help what happened to us. So we're over here. Some of us are fighting over here to get our rights that restored and reparations and things like that. So at the same time, German lady, you just want to keep it roasting gags. But we are humans at the end of the day. We are people and we have constitutional rights over here. And you're going to have to respect our people when we do bring it out about you. Because everything is not a roasting gag, and some things roasting gag does bring out particular great topics like this. And sorry that you're on the other end of the stick, but you're just going to have to, when you get off this line today, learn some damn history about your country, about those Africans that you live near, and they're your damn neighbors, and about the people you're calling into our shows and being in our chats. Because when we do get serious like this, we don't want you to say, I can't talk about this because I don't know. But you want to come over here roasting and gagging us. It's kind of disrespectful to not know about us. It's kind of disrespectful that you do see us as animals in cages. See, that's the way it's looking like that, German lady. It's looking like that.
Nicole.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry.
Nicole.
I'm just, yes, because I don't think that she's understanding. I don't think that she's understanding.
I wanted to say this before it gets off my screen. I'm watching the chat.
Okay.
Do you see what she said? I will do a video myself addressing a lot of issues. Okay, I'm done. Okay, now she's about to have her own video, her own channel in this section.
I guess so. I don't know because I don't watch a lot of channels, because I feel like if she's on major platforms or in our sector, in this sector, then she should have to address it on her. She can. It's her right. I'm all for that. But I'm saying while you're on the platform in the chat or on VS's channel, that is when you should be shining brightly. That is when you should let people know because you are the white German lady on the platform when everybody else around you is black. So that is your chance to shine and say, this is what I do know. But you're gonna just be disrespectful, to bless walking, say some things about me, my teeth, and all this stuff. When we're really having a great conversation, you want to continue to roast and gag, and then take what little bit you say onto your platform. Because what'll make people want to see you is what you got to say on VS's platform or what you got to say in my chat. That means they're gonna go to your platform and see what the hell you're working with. But if you can't break it down in the chat, you can't break it down on VS channel, why is anybody gonna follow you? Like who want to go follow you? You ain't breaking nothing down on what you know. Basically, I live near Africans. What does that got to do with us over here in America and on our channels? And you roasting and gagging and talking about Two-Fist and talking about me and my teeth and talking about other people in this sector. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I watch her channel because the debate and the conversation that we're having on VS's channel, or channel, Kwame channel, your channel, and even Wiley's channel, the conversation and the debate that we're having will not be allowed on her own channel because she'd be a fool to let people come on in and disrespect her. So she's going to block everybody who doesn't agree with her. So I'm just not going to spend time going to the channel. Plus, she's upset that we're talking about racism when the whole topic and point of her conversation with VS was about racism. So that's just weird to me that she's so offended that is what we are sticking to the topic, and she's like upset about it. But that was the topic. You went on there to talk about race relations. Unfortunately, it was race relations in America, which you know nothing about. But that is what was the point of the conversation. VS has been saying that for a long time, that she wants to have a panel of mixed people, including white, biracial, and then black. She wanted to have this mixed group because she wanted to talk about race issues. She couldn't get anybody else on there. The German lady was agreeing to going on there, but that was the topic of the conversation. So I don't understand why she's upset that a week later we're still talking about the topic that you went on the show for. That didn't make any sense. That's why you went on the show. I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay, let's change the topic. I mean, not the same topic, but why is VS upset with Olivia the Oracle? Is it because Olivia the Oracle was in the chat and she was saying some things against her guest, and now VS has changed the narrative again to want to have this debate with Olivia the Oracle? Like, what is the debate going to be about? Is it going to be about our history, or is it going to be about the history between Olivia versus all the people in this chat? I mean, not in chat, in our sector. Because a lot of people have a lot to say about Olivia in this sector. I'm just going to keep it real. I mean, it don't even have to be about no daggone race relations. It could be about what's going on with Olivia in our sector.
Well, if that's the case, and that's a different topic than how this all started. Like that's a spinoff from how this all started. If that's what she wants to talk about, she wants to talk about her conscious mindset versus what goes on in this community and this sector and who she's arguing. And that's a totally different topic than what this started off at. But I can tell you, I was in the chat.
Well, excuse me, caller. I did put in the title Olivia and Susie. Will they debate?
I'm not saying. I'm not saying you're changing the topic.
Oh.
No, what I'm saying is VS's topic was about race relations, and that's what their beef was about. It was going back about race relations. So if they end up getting together and talking about Olivia versus other people in the sector, that's a different topic is what I'm saying. I'm not talking about you.
Oh, okay.
That the idea of that is two different topics.
But you know what? So, I just had a message come in, caller. Hold on, caller. I just had a message come in, and it said that German lady is under the impression that all black people, all we eat is fried chicken. Was that some type of racial stereotype? Is that a joke? Is that a roast and gag, or is that your real perception of all black American people? Do German lady really believe that about us? Because some people don't like of fried chicken. And you have a lot of races of people that like fried chicken.
I only watched the very first Message Press that she was on. I have not watched any of the Message Press since then. So and when she came on Duchess of Love and started crying, crying help me. I turned her off after that. So I did not hear her say anything about fried chicken. So I don't know.
Yeah, she said that last apparently
about this early in the call.
Okay.
I was asking about this early. So the German lady did say, and I really want to know how you feel about this, and I'm gonna totally shut up because the people in the chat keep saying I'm over talking you, and I apologize.
Oh no, we this how we talk. This how we that's all right, y'all. We getting it, we doing our thing up here. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, I just have a question about so she brought up a good point about, and VS said this too, about what we see in the media and what we see on TV. And she said what she learned about us was from a couple of the movies she watched. And and then she said what we see on TV. Clearly she watches reality TV, which is a terrible representation about us around the country and around the world. And VS even mentioned same thing when we see, when people used to talk about Africa on the TV and the news, we thought they were still living in jungles and dirt huts and stuff like that, because that's what we see on TV. So how do you feel about clearly knowing that the world is watching this sector and believing that is how Americans act or Black Americans act?
Well, I do believe I believe that's true. I believe that's true. That's why it's very important for us to have Black media. It's very important for us to have Black media, and we did have Bill Cosby, who was trying to by NBC because he knew that whoever controls that media controls people's minds, because it's like a brainwashing of the mind. And it's unfortunate that a lot of people like German lady, they have this stereotypical mindset of our people. They do think that we are, all we do is tote GUNs and we kill each other. We are gangbangers. We just lay in the bed all day. We're lazy. We eat fried chicken. We argue with each other. We don't love each other. It's a sad thing, and it is mainly, a lot of it is the media's fault. And we do know who owns the media. We do know who owns the media. But at the same time, because I don't want to even bring up Trump, but I'll bring him up for this one time. So do not stop putting that in my chat. We do have Trump. We do have Trump out there telling everybody about the media, saying it's fake media. Now I'm not gonna segue into nothing about. So don't put that in my chat, because we do know he's been saying that since he's been president. About we do have fake media. So if we do have all this fake media, he putting it out there. You have to come to YouTube to get your news. Sometimes it is your responsibility, German lady, and other people who love Black people and want to steal from Black people. It is your responsibility to still pick up a book and learn about Black people. Learn about our plight. Learn about how a lot of you all learn how to cook. Learn about how a lot of you all suck from both of these breasts up in here. Okay, because a lot of the European women who came here, they didn't even want to mess up their own breasts, so and plus we got some great DNA. We got great melanin. They wanted their baby to get some of what we had, so their baby can be smart, because we were out there working in those fields all day and all night, and we were strong, that they wanted to breed us. Okay, they said we need to make 10 of these people. They put their white babies on our breasts. So it is up to you all out there, German lady and everybody else who's just enamored with African and Black people. I ain't gonna say the African, Black people, to learn about our history and how very powerful we are and what they have done to it's not demonized, but to it's not belittled, but what they have done was stripped us of smarts and just stripped us of our strength, stripped us of our history, making us and putting things in our foods and all these things that take away our memory, take away our strength, because they want us to be the NIGGA word. They want us to be that. They don't want the rest of the world to see that these are some smart, brilliant people who we stole a lot of everything we know from them in the beginning. So they don't want y'all to know that. So that's why you do see people who may appear to you all that are ignorant. But really, if they are ignorant, it comes from a lot of what has been done to us by the government, by the elite. So we have to read, you all have to read books to learn our history and what has been done to our people. We just didn't pop out like this. We didn't go from being one elite mathematicians. We didn't become to being the top people of the world, and then now we're just people who eat fried chicken or killing each other in the street. No, that is not what happened to our people. So once you learn your history and you learn about us, then you're gonna come to respect us. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not about reading the book. We have to continue to pass down these stories.
Yeah,
and share with our younger people. I have a niece that's 12, and I was talking to her a couple months ago, like July. We went out, so not a couple months ago, last month. And I said, you know, we were walking around, and I said, Black people invented this, Black people invented that, Black people invented this. And she stopped me and said, you just say Black people invented everything. And I said, we did. And she said, that's not true. And I was like, no, that's a fact. And she followed me on Instagram where I posted like all the things that Black people invented. And she said, well, yeah, I did see that, but I just didn't. You just making it seem like it's everything. I said, first of all, let me tell you why logically it is that we invented everything. Black people were the workers. We were the slaves. So we figured out a way to work easier, and not, smarter, not harder. So yes, right. We did invent everything. And she was like, oh. So then she goes in and we're talking to my mother's husband. And I don't call him stepfather because I was grown. They got married, so everybody can get over it. But she was talking to my mother's husband, and she said, oh, she just thinks that Black people invented everything. He said, we did. And I was looking at it like, well, why is this not? We need to pass this down because it's not in the book. Now, honestly, they're saying Alexander Graham Bell did this. And you're right. We've lost that stuff. But everything that we read about is not in the book. Because Alexander Graham Bell did not create the telephone, and the other guy did not create the light bulb. It was one Black guy who created. But we don't learn information, and you're not gonna learn in a book because you're not gonna learn that in every book, right? Because it's gonna make us look superior, mentally superior, and that's another thing. Did you hear that she thinks that we're superior only physically?
We're superior physically. And I'm like,
the German lady said superior because physically we are superior because we can play sports and our athleticism is outrageous. It's really good.
But German lady, let me tell you, that's another one. We're great at that too. That just amongst a lot of things that we're great at. But that's what they tell you all out there. The media pushes that to you that's all we can do is entertain. And that's why we make millions of dollars only because we're entertainers and we can shuck and jive. And they made us lay on our backs and procreate. They tell you that that's all we can do, but that's not true. That's why you have to take. And I understand what you're saying. Not just read books. Yeah, that's true. But they can make an effort. Yeah, because our people did have newspapers. Marcus Garvey had his own daggone newspaper. Our people did write books. Our people did have newspapers. We did own a lot of things. But if you learn your history, you'll know things they were taking away. They were killing us, taking away our land, killing us and taking away. When we had our own libraries, hospitals, we had our own stuff. They were killing us and then dragging us to their hospitals and operating on us and making us out to be lab specimens, or not lab specimens. Or what is the word I'm looking for? When they
lab
rats, they had us being lab rats because in their mind they said Black people, they have a high tolerance of pain, so they wasn't even giving us any type of anesthesia. They would lay Black women on the table with no anesthesia and just cut them up and trying to come up with all kinds of what is the word what they coming up with? Help me out. Medicines and things like that. And you can read books on this stuff. They have done so many things to our people. Hold on, ma'am. It is so many things they have done. It would take a long broadcast. And that's why I'm always saying we need our restitution. We need our reparations. Yes, our culture, our people need some repairing after what they have done to our people. And I don't have all day to go into history and because I'm not good with a lot of times and dates, but I know it was bad. You know, so we, you know, with German lady, this is not coming at you in no negative way, but what we're saying is learn your history about our people, about the people you are roasting and gagging. So that way you will have a respect for our people. Because it's coming off disrespectful.
Nicole, you know, earlier you mentioned the H word, right? And you were saying how we, the Jewish people, make sure that we remember that, you know. I just had this conversation with my coworker the other day.
Okay, I'm gonna let you talk for like 30 more seconds. So somebody's trying to call in, so I'm gonna let them call in. But go ahead, say your last point, ma'am.
I'll finish up. So I was having a conversation with my coworker the other day about the H word, and he was kind of going on and on about the sadness and the trauma they experienced. And I said, well, you know, the genocide and the massacres. And I said, well, we went through the same thing. And I said, but here's the deal. We don't have, again, I'm in DC, and everywhere around the world, country, they have this. We don't have African American museums that focus on slavery. They focus on the trauma of slavery. All of our museums are about celebration, what we overcame. We look at like the history of it, but it's all the things we achieved since then. And the Jewish people have chosen to stay in that moment of things that only happened for a few years. Whereas we are not a people that wallow in the pain all the time.
Ours is continuous to this day. To this day, things are being done. But we do, but I said it's continuous. What's going on with us? What's been going on in the past is still going on, but they changed the looks of it. It's the same thing, but they come up and they give you the same thing. They rewrap it in a boat, but it's the same type of institutionalized slavery. It's the same thing, and that's why we all have to wake up our eyes. That's why we. And I hope a lot of y'all. Let me put a plug out, man. Oh, did I cut you off, ma'am? Because you wanted to say your last point. Okay, well, let me let you go. Beautiful. Get back into the chat. Get back into the chat so the other person can call in. And I want to thank you. You've been great. You all put some hearts and roses for this caller. She's been wonderful. I hung her up, but you all. I want to plug myself. Go and watch my video I just did on Jay-Z. Okay, y'all, it's up, but people didn't get their notifications. You all please watch that video. Okay, it's very important that you all go watch that video after you leave here today. Go on my channel, Nicole Tyler. It's a video. It's Jay-Z versus Kaepernick. Go and look at that video because I don't want to be saying the same thing I said on that video in this video. Just watch that video. All right, caller. This is Nicole. Speak your piece.
Yes, I just was wondering, what is the big deal for white people to want to be entertained by Black people on YouTube just to be entertained?
Well, if you ask me, caller, thank you for calling. Thank you for the question. I can't answer that because I'm not white, but this is just embedded in their DNA. They've always wanted to be entertained by our people.
No, I like to be entertained by Blacks. I think you guys are funny.
You're white yourself? Okay. So you're white. So why do you want to be entertained by Black people?
Because I find y'all very entertaining and very diverse. I guess because I never grew up around anyone of color, so I guess it's the unknown, something different.
Okay, but do you know any of our history or what we've gone through? Are you from the United States?
Yes, I know the African American history.
Okay, so are you watching just to be entertained, but you do have a level of respect for what we have gone through since we have been here in the Americas?
Yes. Okay. I think they're being I think they're giving Germany she should not be treated the way she is. She has not done nothing wrong.
Okay, so you said she have not done nothing wrong. Do you think some of the things that she has said, as far as we like fried chicken and
but that is a stereotype. Y'all like fried chicken and watermelon, but I do too, and I'm white, so I mean, I eat a lot of chicken and the watermelon. The watermelon is my favorite fruit.
Yeah, but see, the thing is during the Jim Crow era, they put a stereotype and a stigma on all Black people. And they said, okay, this is what they do. They like to eat watermelon. Then they drew ugly caricatures of us with big red lips and all these kind of things. And they dressed up in blackface and things like that. And they made it like something was negative about us. And they put a negative stereotype on all Black people by making it wrong. And so, and also what I want to say, because I'm getting ready to get upset.
Hello.
Now, when German lady said that, she knew what she meant.
Which could walk.
When she brought up that fried chicken, she wasn't being funny. She knew that she was talking about a place and a time that was negative for Black people. So that's why it's unacceptable. Now, if you're gonna roast and gag, don't be trying to be stereotypical and try to take us back to a place where we came from that was very negative. That's what I'm saying. That part.
Okay.
That is what I'm saying. It's okay to roast and gag. But to throw stereotypes out there during a time where our people was being lynched and hung and all this kind of crazy stuff. See, sometimes you if you don't know your history, you don't know where people are coming from. When you know your history, that's when you get all upset in your DNA, in your spirit, because you know where people are coming from with that.
Well, why do you think VS asked her the question?
Well, VS, I mean, it's a good conversation to have, but at the same time, VS wants to spark something very negative because VS is negative. VS is negative. She's out there doxing people. She's out there harassing people. She's out there got people in her chat sending people to people's apartments and they can't get their apartments and sending naked people. See, VS is very negative. But VS did not count on. VS thinks she's getting all these numbers, but really, in retrospect, she's getting a lot of backlash because what she is doing is she is actually defending German ladies' behavior. She's defending German ladies' behavior in a climate right now in 2019 where our people are still oppressed. Now, if we had got our reparations and you stop seeing people carrying guns and shooting each other, and they started being in trade schools, they started being in college, they started having freaking jobs, it wouldn't be such a sensitive topic. But our people today are still being oppressed.
Yeah, well, I love Black people, so.
I mean, well, thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. I want to thank you for calling. And you continue to watch us and continue to learn about our culture, continue to learn about our people.
Right. Can I ask, can I make some
yes, you can. German lady, okay. German lady, you don't know me, German lady, and you probably can't even cry. And I'm not even gonna roast you and gag you on my channel right now, German lady. I'm not gonna roast and gag you. But I threw a little shot. I just tapped you a little bit.
I watched Top Spotify and I even Germany on when there are people of color downing other blacks, he makes it feel like we like that fantastic girl. She's the Tommy Sotomayor fan, and she sent him a naked picture. But she's in here downing, she's downing German lady. But you follow and a fan of Tommy, and he talks about Black people very badly.
Well,
So
I don't
understand that.
follow Tommy Sotomayor. I've heard of Tommy Sotomayor, and that is his right to talk about black people negatively or positively. I don't know if he's become numb to everything that has gone on in his life, just so he can make $1. That's on Tommy Sotomayor, but that does not negate my fact that when I talk about this and when my ancestors are talking to me on a daily basis, I'm not going to disrespect my ancestors. I'm not going to disrespect how they make me feel of what they went through, and they have me here today to talk about it on my platform when I can. I don't know about no Thomas Sotomayor. I don't know about somebody sending naked pictures. That don't have nothing to do with this topic. So but thank you for your last comment. All right. German lady, you can call in if you want to. German lady is here to insult. German lady, that's what somebody said in the chat. German lady, you're here to insult. German lady, you should be here to learn. You should be here to learn about the people who you see in cages, who you see are just here for your entertainment. You should be here to learn something about our people, how strong and resilient we really are. Now, I'm a roaster and gagger too. But at the end of the day, when it comes to our ancestors, I still know how to go in that space as well. The problem is, German lady, you don't, because you don't relate and identify with us. And what we're telling you, German lady, in order to identify or relate, the best that I could tell you is get some education. But you knew when you said certain comments about chicken and fried chicken, certain comments you said, you act like you don't know. Oh, I don't know. You do know. See, I don't like that. If you're gonna be real, be real. See, you thought that this was gonna be some positive thing with you going on VS's live, and you did not know it would take this turn. But it has, so you just have to stand in it and deal with it. And nobody's really coming at your neck. For real. For real, we all having a real conversation with you and anybody like you that want to get some education or want to have the conversation. But just because you say certain things and you think it's going to be like a ward off a duck's back, everything is not. Some people will take it seriously. But at this time, when we still are going through oppressive times, it's still open. The wound is open and it has never been closed by America. America has not closed that wound. And what they have done after they've opened the wound, what they do is they just put salt in the wound all these years. Instead, they pretend that they're gonna bandage it up. They pretend that they're gonna repair us. They act like they love us, but what they do is they divide our people. So this person that called in, oh, black people talk about black people all the time. And what make you think you another nationality can come and talk about us? Because really, we don't really go in your platform to talk about you for real. And truth be told, I go into other platforms. Of course, I do. I go in other sectors, and I stay quiet. I don't go in there throwing shots when a lot of them be roasting and gagging whoever on that platform. I don't know those people. I'm in there to enjoy the show. I don't just join in. I don't do that. I respect that platform and those people. But for some reason, because our people are so kind-hearted, we are loving, and that's how we done got into this predicament too. People feel like they can come and throw shots, subliminal shots, and that we are so ignorant and dumb that we don't know that they're doing it. Now, see, I don't like that. And even when my people call me names like that, y'all know I take a huge offense to it. And this will be off this topic. I want to put this out there too. I don't approve of Fire Babe saying that Tscc can't spell. I don't approve of that. I don't like that. Because if you got a platform and you got 1,000 people watching, if you're gonna be up there talking about a lot of people can't spell fire, babe. A lot of people did not graduate from school, fire, babe. A lot of our subscribers, a lot of our people did not graduate, and guess what? Some of our people are doing very well, got their own businesses, and they can't spell. So I took huge offense to that. My grandmother dropped out of school in the 3rd grade. My grandmother was very smart and educated. So I took a huge offense to her telling Teresa she can't spell. Look at you, Teresa, you can't spell. A lot of our ancestors did not graduate, and they went to and they raised children to go to college. And some of them are millionaires, fire, babe. So I took offense to that. Back on the topic, y'all. I just had to throw that out there because I didn't like that. Just because a person can't spell or appear that they can't spell, don't mean that they're unintelligent. That don't mean that. So if you want to roast and gag, fire, babe, roast and gag on something else. You can do better than that. You got 1,000 people over there. You can do better. Commentary. That was very disrespectful. See, some things we can roast and gag on, but y'all, you know, I'm always looking out for my ancestors. I'm always talking about my ancestors. And I know a lot of my ancestors, they didn't know how to read and write, but they some of the damn smartest, brightest ancestors. They invented things. They invented the toilet stool, the light bulb. They invented stuff. Things that we use today that they're not even getting paid for. And they did not know how to read and write. So miss me with that, oh, you don't know how to spell crap. Miss me with that. And I forgive me for my tears, but sometimes, y'all, my mind go back to that time, and I feel what my people felt. I feel what my people felt, y'all, and it just bothers me, you know. All right, y'all. Let's rock it out for a minute before we start back up, y'all. We're not finished yet, y'all. We'll go about 20 more minutes. All right, we got a caller. Hello, this is Nicole. Speak your piece.
Hi, I would like to debate a big black sex.
All right. We got people calling in on the phone like they're stupid. Stupid people. I said it. All right, y'all. We're going to walk from side to side for a minute. That's right. Hit that thumbs up. Don't forget, y'all. Hold on. Still got my sexy clean, y'all. $25 to my and your PO box information to ntyler703@gmail.com. Okay, if your size is above large, send an extra $10, and I will be sending that out to you myself with a beautiful picture of me. Okay, y'all. And my email address is ntyler703@gmail.com. Okay, you all. Yes, yes, yes. If you want to donate to me and my channel to support my channel, cash cash.me/703P, the capital letter P. You all who are here, put that in my chat for everybody. Yes, if you all want to support my channel, and you can always super chat me or cash at me. Okay, you all. All right, we're gonna give it one more minute. If you all want to call in, 804-528-7766. If you want to be sexy like all right, y'all, we getting ready to start back up. All right, y'all, we got another caller. This is Nicole. Speak your piece.
Hey, Miss Nicole, how are you? I'm really enjoying your live today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You got any comments? Any comments about Miss Heidi Snowfly? Any comments about Olivia the Oracle? Any comments about Miss Susie and German Lady?
Well, no, I actually had a question. Well, I listened to the replay last night. I didn't catch the live, so I had a question for the German lady, and I just wanted to know her opinion on one thing. Now, I do think, as far as people reaction goes, me when I listened to the German lady, I heard her say what I got from the whole thing is that she's here for entertainment. And I know that a lot of people take issue with that. However, I feel like I'm not going to turn on the Jerry Springer show if I'm looking to learn about politics. You know what I'm saying? So I think that she's on this particular sector because she's here for the shits and the giggles. But I mean, there are other sectors that she would probably go to. I'm not saying that she is. I'm just saying, from what I understand, what she's saying is that she's here for a particular purpose, for entertainment. And I think all the comments and information that she's getting is valid because, if I, once again, like you just said, I don't go to white sectors, but like if I turn on a TV and I see white people acting up, that's not, I mean, it's just something for me to laugh at. I'm not going to go on a white platform where white people go at each other and get into the comments and start roasting and gagging them. So, I mean, I get that part. But my question that I wanted to ask the German lady was, in her opinion, does she think that the reason why the biracial content creators and the other white content creators that VS is trying to vet, does she think that the reason why they're not gonna come on a panel is less about her and less about that they don't want to show their face, and more about that they're afraid that what happened to QI and Jay Dunn and the others are going to happen to them eventually, like VS is going to turn on them. So that's my question to the German lady.
And I want to say this too, Carla, because you was talking about she's here for entertainment and things like that. But no, if she's here for entertainment, then it really should have stayed on that topic. and she shouldn't have never engaged in the racial discussion. If they were having a racial discussion, then she should have said, well, that's not why I'm here. And she could have just clicked off.
Right.
And we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Okay.
But she stayed for what I'm understanding and getting from the chat and listening to, you know, the other content creators, is that they were discussing race relations and things like that. So a lot of what everybody is feeling is warranted, because, you know, she's trying to be like, I'm here for shits and giggles, but yet you're throwing out racial slurs, talking about fried chicken and all these things, and you're going
Right.
at the other content creators, and you're throwing out racial slurs. How does that even work?
Right.
You can't.
And that's what I feel. I feel like if you're here for shits and giggles, get the entertainment. Don't say anything. Don't come at people. So that part I agree with. I just wanted to make one small other observation, and then I'm done. VS specifically said to her, okay, I'm going to throw out some questions at you. What is Black people's favorite food? And she said fried chicken. And then they all started laughing because the German lady said, you set me up for that.
Yeah.
And then Chopper said, well, it's true. That is our favorite food, blah, blah, blah. So that was kind of, VS kind of set that all up for it to go that way, because she's like, oh, they're going to get at you now. They're going to get at you. And that's exactly what happened.
Okay, so she was
and I hate that VS has such a way of kind of setting up different narratives and pulling people into things. But I think German lady should know that by now and be able to better answer, be ready for the different questions than walking into the shit that VS set up for her.
Right. Now, I agree with that, caller. I agree with that. So she was set up for that answer, for that question, and she should have just not even answered it. That is what I'm saying. She has her own decision, her own choices to not answer questions, but she knows that it's going to have people outraged. Why say these things? And you know, people are going to judge you. People are going to make videos. People are going to get upset, especially if you put out there that you don't know too much about our damn history. Yeah. See, and we have said in this segment about the media, about the media putting out all these negative stereotypes and information about our people. So it could have changed into, in my opinion, German lady could have took control of that panel and said, you all enlighten me on some things I don't know about you all. Let me,
I do agree.
Tell me about you, because I don't know. And it's very true. A lot of people out there, you are from Germany and all these other places and other continents and countries, they do not know, because of the stereotype and the false information that they have been fed for many years. The brainwashing goes deep with them and us. So I think that German lady set herself up, and they set her up too. And she could have took, and maybe in your future, German lady, if you're not so mad with me and fake tears and all this kind of stuff, but she's on the defensive right now. She's on the defensive. But you got to start taking control of a narrative. If you see a narrative is going away that you're not comfortable with, you can take control, because none of us mind enlightening you about our people, about our history. We don't mind, because you don't know. And it gives us a chance to get to know your history as well. But see, a lot of things is coming out as being negative, and that's the bad part. So I'm glad that even with my channel today, that we are having some positivity with this conversation, that it's not all going against German lady. Because I've said numerous times that I'm not mad with the lady, for real. I'm not mad with the lady. It just gives us an opportunity to have a conversation.
Correct.
Okay. Now, also, until I'll keep you on till somebody else call. But what is going on with Olivia and VS? Why is now VS brought my name up numerous of times? She kept going back to. I think VS feel bad. She won't apologize to me. She feels bad in her spirit about what happened between me, her, and Olivia, because she keeps saying, "I'll let Olivia come and do this to Nicole. I let Olivia do this to Nicole," and which she did. I was trying to help her to see the way it's gonna go, but VS did not. A lot of people don't listen to Miss Nicole. She did not listen when Olivia took over that whole hold on, ma'am. When Olivia took over her whole chat that day, even when I called in and I was at work, Olivia took over. Olivia cursed me out with vile and vitriol, cursed me out. I was not even using that kind of language. Olivia was doing some negative things at that time, calling me out my name and befriending VS, because that's VS. That is Olivia's history, to befriend a person who she thinks that she can get. So to try to have some type of ally, a comrade, however you say it. So that is what Olivia was doing before she threw VS under the bus. So now VS then got really pissed off and changed the narrative again. So it's not really on German lady, because VS probably is feeling some type of way. This is my opinion about what Kwani said about her. VS might be feeling like, well, because Kwani said you got on all these African tattoos, you need to take these things off because you're not even for your people. So she might be feeling some type of way. I don't know. She might be feeling some type of way in her spirit and trying to change the narrative towards Olivia. So what I was watching today was VS was going after Olivia, saying she wants to debate Olivia on Black consciousness. I don't know what they will have. Hey, it. Would you like to see a debate?
Mr. Cole, actually, no. I'm so happy that Olivia made that. Olivia made that video this morning, saying that she will not be, goaded into doing a debate with VS, because that's what VS wants. VS just wants content, right? So she's trying to be like, come on. I mean, all this craziness. I mean, and Miss Olivia knows better. Now, Miss Olivia did apologize this morning for allowing VS or going against 7 Stars with VS. She did apologize for that, and she explained that this now is her karma, because now VS has turned on her just like VS turns on everyone else. So this is what is happening. VS is just wanting content, and that's what she's doing with Olivia right now. So, and Olivia's not going for it. She's gonna, how you say, blackout. She's muting VS, and I think a lot of us should do that as well.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I agree that we should mute VS. But do we understand what Olivia was saying when she was coming at German lady? Because Olivia went and started going off again, doing all this rant and cursing and all of this kind of stuff.
I believe that. Oh, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Oh, now I'm hearing you. Were you saying something?
No, I was asking you. Is what Olivia feeling warranted? Why is Olivia so upset? Why did Olivia go over there to VS's chat when she's not even wanted over there?
Well, they do believe that the German lady is racist. A lot of people feel that way. Heidi Fly also explained this morning on her live that a German lady talked about another person when she was doing her interview. She talked about another content creator that she looks at, and Heidi was saying that content creator is a known racist. So a lot of people are under impression that the German lady is a racist, and that VS is a sellout. So that was her whole thing.
Oh, wow.
So VS is like, if you're so conscious and this, that, like, VS wants to call her out as being a fake conscious content creator.
So basically, we all should just not entertain VS and her BS.
Exactly.
Right? Do not entertain VS and her BS, okay?
Right, exactly.
All right, because she is looking for content. And like I said at the beginning, she's trying to throw off the fact that sniffing and sipping had her scared for a couple of days straight, okay? So I think that she tried to change that narrative. It did not work in her favor. She knew it wasn't going to work in her favor. She baited German lady. German lady was not smart enough to see it. She wound it up in VS's trap, and now people are mad with you, German lady. People been mad with you, VS. Olivia the Oracle, me and you have had our words and whatever we went through, but but Olivia is warranted to feel the way she want to feel, and because her ancestors and Kwani is warranted to feel the way she want to feel, because of her ancestors, and we all are African Americans or black, people of color, colored people, Negro, whatever you want to call us. So we feel these things from not from our own soul, but from our ancestors. That's how I feel.
In addition to that, I don't think the people that she wants to create her new panel with, I don't think they're on board with it. So she's losing that angle as well.
Yeah, well, maybe because of her history. Look how she done threw, look how she done threw all of us. And then when people think that they are friends with her, she stabs them in the back. She stabs everybody in the back. She talks about everybody. Then she doxes them. Then she get everybody to go along with her narrative to make herself seem like she is the one who that we should sympathize with. So, all right, call. Let me see. We got one more caller. Maybe we'll take two more calls and then we'll reconvene. Okay, thank you, beautiful. Hello, this is Nicole. Speak your piece.
Hey, girl.
Hey, who is this?
This is Casey.
Is that how you really talk, or is that how you really talk?
Yeah.
Do you have a comment?
I just want to say I'm sorry.
Oh, you're trying to be Tracy. I'm sorry. I just caught on. I just caught on to that. I'm like, what? All right. So we'll take one more call if we can, y'all. And then we'll reconvene. We'll enjoy our Sundays. And we'll see. You know, people hit me up. People been hitting a lot of people up. They want to come on that platform. They want to call in. They want to express their opinion. So if I get anybody that wants to call in to express their opinion after we hang up, then I may come back. We'll see. Hello, this is Nicole. Speak your piece.
Hi, y'all. Hi.
People playing on the phone. We want a real person to call in. Somebody that's old, that's our age, that's not acting so ignorant and stupid. Somebody that's intelligent, acting intelligently to call. You know, you have grown people acting like this, y'all. This is retarded. This just don't make no sense. Grown people playing on the phone. I just don't understand it. I don't play on nobody damn phone, child. Oh Lord. I don't play on phones. I'm too grown to do that. All right, y'all. So we just not going to entertain VS. That's we're going to conclude the show with that. We're not going to entertain VS. I bet you people will still be over there if VS want to have this crazy debate with Olivia. People going to be watching. People are going to watch, unfortunately. This is Nicole. Speak your piece.
Yes, I agree with what you said. Everyone needs to mute VS, ignore her, stop watching her. This is what she wants, is attention. She's bringing chaos.
I agree.
Because she's the one who brought this woman to the forefront, and she did it intentionally for this to happen. Period.
Yeah, unfortunately, German lady wasn't smart enough to see. She went on her platform many times.
Exactly. And I know someone who used to be married to VS. She is crazy. Seriously. Something is wrong with her.
Now, hold on. You say you know somebody that was married to her? Now, she was married twice.
Yes, I know one of her ex-husbands.
Is this true, T?
Yes. And she was once suicidal. She's crazy.
But a person just can't. Why do you think she was suicidal? What did the ex-husband say?
That she was once suicidal, and that's why he left her.
But you just don't get married. When you get married to someone, you don't start off suicidal. You start off happy. You're in love.
Yeah, but she started displaying domestic violence tendencies. She's very abusive. So what you all are seeing online, she's that way in real life.
Oh, wow. Okay, this is true T. This is someone that say they know the ex-husband. So is the ex-husband and the children, like, is the ex-husband, I hate to be being nosy, but I'm going to be nosy, y'all.
No,
Let's be nosy.
He's not. No, neither one of her kids' fathers or families in their life, sadly.
Is it, so do you think it's because of VS and her behavior?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
And they don't want to deal with her, so they take it out on the children?
Well, ma'am, if someone made your life a living hell, you don't know what she put them through.
Okay, well, I don't know.
You
We're
could,
gonna
well,
say
you see what she does. You
let
see what
me
she does online.
hold
So
on.
could you imagine?
Let me put this out as alleged. This is alleged because he didn't say no name. He just said he knows VS's ex-husband, one of them. This is alleged. We don't know if this is true. This is alleged. All right, y'all. Allegedly. Because we don't know if this is true, T. I'm sorry. You can go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
She tried to have him locked up for no reason. I mean, she tried to set him up to have him incarcerated for something he didn't do. It's lies. It's a lie. So this has always been her MO, to try to scare people, to call the police, have them locked up. This is what she's done all of her life. She's estranged from most of her family.
Yeah, well, we do know that she's estranged from her family from what's been allegedly put online. Wow. Okay, sir. Well, so you think that we should not entertain VS and her BS?
She should be ignored. She likes attention. That's her whole. Do you see how she comes online and how she acts?
But she
loves the attention.
But a lot of people watches her. A lot of people like watching though.
But they shouldn't be watching her. They should cut the lifeline.
Do you think that when she doesn't get attention, she acts worse behind the scenes? Do you think that would cause her to cut her hair off? What do you think? Because for a while she wasn't getting many views. She came up with the Mess Express, and then she started gaining her popularity back. So do you think if we stop watching her, she may, hurt or harm somebody? According to you, you're saying that allegedly she's suicidal.
She's homicidal. She's suicidal. She's just crazy.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, sir. Well, this caller thinks that she is a suicidal, homicidal. We don't want to entertain VS and her BS. Okay. Well, thank you, caller.
And pray for her kids, especially the son. Just pray for her kids.
All right. And send a special prayer for her children. All right. Well, thank you, caller, for that. All right, y'all. One more call and then we're gonna go. One more call. Well, did y'all get that tea there? I wasn't looking for that. I wasn't looking for that, y'all. All right, one more call before we go. One more call. Then we're gonna go. Thank y'all for coming to enjoy Miss Nicole Tyler, the ruler. Thanks for all of my YouTube content creators. Howdy Snowfly. Kay Summers was in the building. Sean Bradley was in the building today. Thank my moderators, Melissa Broad Street, Regina Hair Salon, and Scorpion. I don't know. I didn't see Scorpion in the chat, but I'm going to send prayers and hellos to her. Thanks to Hazel Taylor, Ashley Lucas, Brown Sugar Baby in the chat today. Woman to woman is T with the T. Okay. All right. See who we got in here. Jack Torrance, Mary Jane, Right to Be Told was here today. E was in here today. Miss Lady C and German Lady was in here with us today. Miss Amalia was in here. Kimberly Black was in here with us today. We had the beautiful, the lovely Chantastic. Trill TV was in the house with us today. Fabulous 5 Stars was here. All right, Miss Florida was here. All right, Dragon Slayer was here. Ashley Lucas, Miss Prim, I can't say that name. Mary Jane. right, y'all. I think that's gonna be it. No more calls. My name is British Chick was in here. British Chick was in here. Miss M. Stephen was here. All right, y'all. My name is Nicole Tyler. We even had Cheryl Whitfield in the house. Cheryl Whitfield was here. Lucky S was here. Let's be real. Is that Nepoterian? Don't forget, y'all, get my Sexy Clean t-shirt. I'm Miss Nicole Tyler. Sexy Clean the ruler.